also pretended to have fought illegal mining in Ghana, is my guest. He was Minister for Lands along the line. The Honorable Inusah Fuseini, you are welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you are doing well today.
Well, I'm very fine, but I never pretended.
No, I know you object to it, but I'm stating a fact because if you fix the problem, we'll not be having this conversation today.
No. Problems that don't get fixed in a day. Problems are fixed, by putting in place processes, procedures, and they must be continuous. So if there's a breakdown, if there's a break in what you were doing or what the previous government was doing, obviously the problem will come back. Now,
I will put it to you that the politicians, including government officials like you, put electoral fortunes ahead of the people's health in this particular case. If you could quote the TUC, they say people's lives ahead of profits. And you, like many others in that ministry, have had a half-hearted approach to the fight against illegal mining. That is where we are today.
So when we're fighting illegal mining, we were not preparing for elections, were we? That was immediately after the elections. 6 months after winning the presidential elections, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama constituted the Interministerial Task Force on Illegal Mining.
Yeah, the first time I heard of Interministerial Task Force on this matter.
Yeah, so
this is the third time they are setting up one.
And that was following up on the promise made by the NDC in the NDC manifesto of 2012. The NDC, if it was given the mandate, will sanitize the small-scale mining sector. True to his words and the words of the NDC in the manifesto, a task force was set up with me as chairman. And we took steps.
But the evidence today suggests that task forces do not necessarily solve problems. If it did, and interministerial committees have not been the solution to our illegal mining problem, we know that for sure, right?
Task forces are ad hoc committees.
Like we have one now.
But they must put in place institutional mechanisms to make to sustain the fight.
Which is what's been deployed across the regions according to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources.
It's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable?
No.
We'll be exploring all of these options on the table. We will be talking about whether or not it is deliberate to let this happen, or you politicians have now become afraid of the people who are destroying our water bodies and our river bodies and basically our lands and our forests in ways that they are holding you to ransom. And because Nkrumah says, seek ye first the political kingdom, people are all basically playing with perhaps what will destroy our lives as a people.
But there's a solution to that. There's a solution to that in Shakespeare's Macbeth.
Macbeth?
Yes. Good people.
When things are happening today, you are seeking in prison.
Good people are always more than bad people.
Yes, that's
only when the good people refuse to act that the bad people take over.
In case, the highest estimate I've heard is that there are about 3 million or so illegal miners in this country.
But we have 31 million Ghanaians.
Yes, so we are more than them.
Exactly.
So we cannot be. But the only difficulty is that you people are the ones telling us that you lose election in areas.
Well, what I'm saying is that
people saying that
to say that you will lose elections when only about a tenth of the people of Ghana are, and I consider that significant.
And even so, 17 million of us are on the voters register.
The 17 million of us.
We do not know out of that number which ones are even illegal mining.
And when you have illegal mining being carried out largely by non-Ghanaians, okay, so to come to the conclusion that because of political gain that we are unable to fight this is to miss the point.